Welcome to the Exe Corpus podcast, where we share what the Lord is doing in our hearts in the hopes that it will encourage you to grow in Him and make the most of your Christmas break.
Hey everyone, James here. Welcome to another daily devotional. Today we're talking about faith. What kind of faith does it take to leave everything you know to worship a baby that will be the Savior of the world, not knowing how far you will have to travel or what the conditions will be like when you get there? Load up the camels, get the gold and the other gifts. Let's get the other Magi. The prophecies handed down from generations past are being fulfilled. The star is in the sky. Let that sink in. To further appreciate this, we need to unpack who the Magi were. The truth is, nobody really knows. There is a lot of mystery surrounding them. The things we know for sure is that they were from the east, which would be about 400 to 700 miles from where Jerusalem was. They were Magi, which means they were experts in all known forms of science and all things spiritual. And lastly, they knew about the prophecy of the Jewish Messiah who would be the Savior of the world. No matter how you look at it, it took a great amount of desperation and faith to do what they did. The most likely answer is that these men were the descendants of God-fearing Magi who had encountered Daniel while he was exiled with the other Jews in Babylon, handing down the story from one generation to another. The story of the nobody who beat the top scientists and spiritualist gurus of their day because his God was alive and speaks. They would have inherited the prophecies of God secondhand by Daniel and other God-fearing Jews. Jews with such a love in their hearts that they would be willing to share the truth about the God of the universe, the God who loved the Babylonians, even though they were their captors. This kind of interaction would leave such a lasting mark on them that it would be carried out through generations of waiting and longing to meet their King. So let's think, how can we have faith like the Magi? First of all, truth doesn't have an expiration date. If the God of Daniel proved himself to be true centuries ago, then he's still true centuries later. Second, a desperation to learn and a willingness to obey. They didn't just have big heads, they had big hearts. Don't expect to see Jesus like they did unless you are willing to obey what he's told you to do. So over this break, I challenge you to read the Bible seriously. If you have concerns about the authenticity of the Bible, then sell it now, or you'll never know God firsthand, only secondhand. Second, be obedient to what is revealed to you. It may seem foolish to the world, but the foolishness of God is wiser than the wisdom of man. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.